Joining me now for more on this, Oregon Representative Peter Defazio. Congressman, it's good to have you. We're hearing more and more of your colleagues now who are worried about Putin's mental state, just how far he might go, what he might do. Are you?
Yeah, actually, very long ago, I had a background in counseling, and he's showing some very, very bad signs. I mean, isolation, all this weird stuff with the 40-foot tables. And threatening nuclear war, that does not indicate a stable human being.
So how important is it then for him not to ultimately get control of Ukraine, in your opinion?
Well, we've got to do everything we can. And we have taken, these are the strongest economic sanctions ever. We're looking at cutting off his oil exports. We've banned their aviation. Their stock market's been closed for more than a week. They've been substantially cut off from the SWIFT banking system. These are things that are hurting. The problem is, I'm sure Putin and the oligarchs, he's rumored to be worth $100 billion. He's probably got a $1 billion or $2 billion under the mattress somewhere, as do some of these other thieves who've been, just ripping the country off. And the Russian people are, just being fed propaganda. They don't understand the breadth of the war. They don't understand the fact that Ukraine was not a fascist country slaughtering Russians. There are protests going on, but they're jailing everybody.
Do you worry that this is going to get to a point, Congressman, where Putin is going to do something? He's already targeted a nuclear power plant. He's targeting civilians. He's targeting civilians who are trying to flee to safety. Does this, do you worry, get to a point where the U.S. has to do more than send in military equipment and watch from afar?
It's a very, very difficult calculation. To at what point? In my heart, I wish we could take a squadron of planes and just take out that column of tanks sitting there like sitting ducks. Mm-hmm. But that would put us directly at war with Russia. And with an unstable individual, his next step might be tactical nuclear weapons. And then where does that stop? Tactical really doesn't belong in the same sentence with nuclear weapons. He's, causing untold harm in these cities. So far it could be worse.
You do think, though, that Congress should be a part of this discussion if it does get to that point, correct? Because you've said,
absolutely.
I know, a bipartisan letter.
That's the line.
Yeah.
Congress, and only Congress, has the authority to declare war. I've been on this issue since Ronald Reagan reflagging those tankers in the Gulf, and I've opposed Democratic and Republican presidents on this. The Constitution's clear. We have the authority to declare war. We have the authority to determine to put troops into hostilities. And once we have done that, then we act with one voice under the Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States. But the President of the United States does not have the authority to commit us to that.
Right. On the way out here, Congressman, you said we should be doing everything possible. Does that include shutting off Russian imported oil?
It should, and I think it will. I think the speaker's, that's one of the steps she's talking about taking this week. But the Republicans are just spinning around in circles over there. Trump was originally calling him a genius, and Trump weakened NATO. Trump, kissed up to Putin, and now they're trying to figure out how to distance themselves a little bit. And so they're saying, we think you should cut off the Russian oil. But, oh, by the way, the day after you do that, we will attack you for high gasoline prices. It used to be politics stopped at the water's edge, not with these Republicans.
Well, you don't have much longer to deal with it, Congressman, because you're hanging it up after 36 years. I'm sure some of this has something to do with it, the contentious divisiveness there in D.C. But we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. Take care.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.